We're just hours now away from the start of a global event, the 2022 FIFA World Cup. In the spirit of El Futbol, we share the story of 5 childhood friends who started a soccer academy. Let me try it again. This is November 20th, Sunday morning show, segment 4, take 2. Soccer. We're just hours away from the start of a global event, the 2022 FIFA World Cup. In the spirit of El Futbol, we share the story of 5 childhood friends who started a soccer academy in Milwaukee 3 years ago. The idea? Making the sport more accessible to young people and bringing different communities together. Daniela Cotto shares their vision to invest in the leaders of tomorrow.
How many you guys have?
5 friends, all from Guadalajara, Mexico, who grew up in Milwaukee and were part of the same soccer leagues, came together in 2019, reminiscing on the good old times and, well, the challenging ones.
We were fortunate enough that we had people to provide us those opportunities, whether it was our coaches or other parents or our parents sometimes, when they were able to, but it wasn't an easy thing to do.
Fabian Gonzalez is one of the co-founders and coaches of Street Dreams Academy. He says he recalls transportation and finances being a constant issue among him and his friends, which is why they made it their mission to create a soccer program that would be more accessible to the community. Their mentor, Quentin Prince, who oversees the nonprofit youth development program at Journey House on Milwaukee's South Side, says nowadays there's a heavy emphasis on private sports clubs.
Parents want to get their kids into these clubs because they have aspirations and dreams of seeing them compete at the collegiate or the professional level, which is great. They can get to that point, awesome. But then what happens is it doesn't allow access for kids who want to participate in it because they're boxed out by price.
An average family pays over $1,000 for their child to play in a soccer club. At Street Dreams Academy, the cost for the older kids who play in the under 13 through 15s is a $500 annual fee, and the cost for those who play in the lower divisions is $350. Payment installments are also offered. That's why both of Elizabeth Perez's sons are a part of the academy. Like many Latino families, soccer is more than just the game of the community.
My older son, he is definitely more social than he was, so I see a big difference. He looks at soccer as like his for real life.
El Futbol is considered the sport of the world. Soccer has the power of paralyzing countries and uniting all corners of the globe, especially when the World Cup kicks off.
And many kids aspire to one day join the big leagues. With a recent announcement that Milwaukee will be home to the newest expansion pro soccer franchise in the USL Championship, or the second highest tier in 2025, Street Dreams Academy promises to prepare them for that competitive environment. Cesar Castillo is another founder and coach who opened up about how he almost made it as a professional soccer player. He said that at 23 years old, he was close to signing a contract with a team in El Salvador.
Entrené una pretemporada con el equipo se llama Santa Tecla.
I trained a preseason with the first division team. They're called Santa Tecla in El Salvador. Because of certain citizenship reasons, it was not possible to sign.
Castillo said that the experience helped him realize the true meaning of sacrifice and all the hard work that goes into it. Their official 501c3 nonprofit permit is expected to arrive early next year, and that will allow for sponsorships to help compensate some volunteers and pay for uniforms and other rental expenses. Over the last 3 years, they have grown exponentially to the point where there is a waitlist for athletes to join soccer teams. And at the moment, they do not have a field or indoor space to call their own. Instead, they travel all over Milwaukee to find spaces to practice and host game days on. They heavily rely on donations to help with those costs. Ultimately, the founders say they just want to give their community memories like the ones they cherish so deeply.
Our hope is to bring people together, to bring our Latino community together, to create a better environment for our youth. but also to be able to bring people from different backgrounds together as well.